Hey guys, it's JQ Crafty. Welcome to Christmas in April. I am actually going to work on a December daily page with you. So I have this Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file that I had cut out for a different project, and I used the other parts of it. So I wanted to use this part of it, and I probably will still use, I'm not going to use the whole thing because I'm doing Traveler's Notebook size pages. So I already gessoed this side because I actually want it to be red and not yellow. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some shimmers and paint it Crimson Tide, and then we're gonna do a fun like negative positive technique, I think, with this cut file on this paper, and it's all about documenting the day we got to go see the Christmas star, which was on the 21st. And so I got a really good picture. Actually, it's not my picture, someone else took a picture, and they actually got a crisp picture of the Christmas star. It's super tiny, but it's in the sky. I can tell the story. That's what matters. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm doing after I have gessoed and let it set is painting all the parts that I gessoed with the Crimson Tide. Now I'm not really sure what I'm going to use yet of those other stars. I kind of decided to paint them just in case I wanted to add them to the layout, adding a little bit more, but just painting all the edges, and then I trimmed all the extra off that I wasn't going to need. So now it's all dry, and I'm going to line her all up and just start gluing it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it down to the red polka dot pattern first. And then I will cut out all the stars either with my X-Acto knife or pen blade, or with my fussy cutting scissors. And then I will actually line up so that where the paper ends, that tiny bit of star that's hanging over will have a little bit of that red polka dot in it, and you'll see what I mean for a second. It's kind of like inverted. But then I'm going to pop this whole thing up on foam, and we're going to back a couple of the stars with photos, and then a couple others with the pattern paper that's actually on the other side. I'm going to pop up one of the stars, and then we'll just kind of play and see what else we can put on with this. This is also, I'm doing this also for a Scraptastic Inspiration Facebook group challenge. We're doing a rainbow challenge this April, and it's tons of fun. So yeah, did that for this as well. So here I am cutting all these out. I don't remember if I make you watch me cut all of them out or just start and then fast forward. I really hope so, because otherwise you're going to be watching for a while. All right, there you go. Just to the edge end of me cutting out all the stars. So now I'm going to back this larger one on the bottom with my photo. And you can see I already put in the red polka dot in the 2 points of that star that are on the other side of like the crisp line. And I really like that look. It looks kind of neat. I wish I actually had more stars that overlapped on the line, but it's such a small area that you're limited to what you're going to get. So backing that, and then the Lego photo that we have for that day will be at the top star. So now, oh sorry, my volume was really high. Now we are, maybe I need to fix this. There we go, that's better. I'm going to start popping that up on foam, and so that whole thing's going to go on foam, and then I'm going to draw journaling lines underneath that bigger star. I just did that. And I'm adding a little corner there, so I cut it short a little bit, so I'm adding a little corner of that floral print, just so did I not do that? What was I just doing? I don't even know. Okay, here I'm going to draw the journal lines. I can't even tell what I was just doing. But I was making sure everything got backed properly. So now I'm going to add journaling lines to behind where the big star was. And then that's going to be all my journaling for that day. the 21st. And then after I do that, we'll pop everything on foam and adhere it to the page. I did trace that star with a pencil, so I knew pretty much where I needed to for sure have my lines, which was good and very helpful. And here I am doing the journaling. I start doing the journaling without the rest of the page on top of it, and then I'm going to put some of it on and then finish the journaling. So here you can see me doing that. But basically it talks about how we spent, how much time we spent trying to find the Christmas star and what we were doing, and that we were so busy doing it and then kind of in awe of how cool it looked, that I missed my work meeting. And then I'm never going to live it down that I missed my work meeting because I was driving around trying to find a good spot to see the Christmas star, which is actually not a star at all. It's actually how two planets align, and it looks like a star in the sky, which is really interesting. But so now that is going to be adhered, so that is popped up. So I've got things at different levels, which is really fun. Trimming off the excess, gonna make sure I finish off my star corner in the bottom because I kind of went a little weird, and when I trimmed it off and was backing that bottom right one, it didn't back it correctly. I left anyway, so I had to fill it in with just a little scrap. Decided to pop up one of those. I was just showing you that's going to be a divider page that goes going to go like right between them, so that is really fun. So I'm going to have stars kind of on both sides. And then now I was trying to figure out what letter stickers, the ones I have kind of my December daily kit, none of them were small enough, but I decided just to put Christmas star up in the corner of this page. I really like the way that looks. Line it all up. I do end up having to glue these letters down again because they're just recollections ones and they're pretty old. So I do have to end up gluing them down, but I do that later. So I just put Christmas star, and then I'm going to kind of look through the ephemera that I have kind of laying around for my December daily. Now I'm realizing I'm kind of running out of some things that I wanted in my December daily. So for other pages, I probably will be digging into kind of my Christmas stash of things, which I should be anyway. I just haven't been working on my December daily very much. So you can see I have a bunch of stuff on my desk. I kind of cut out a lot of that. I was doing some Zoom scrapping with some friends too, so that was kind of nice. But finishing up this layout by looking through the ephemera, what do I have left? I end up finding a little tag, and I'm going to end up stamping a circle 21. Now, all the pages I've made so far have not been stamped dates. They've all been thicker dates, but I had no more 2s and 1s in the same set of thickers that I have in my December daily stash left, which I'm like, so I had a couple 2s in one set, but no 1s. So I'm like, well, day 21 is going to have to be a stamped date. It's not going to be able to be a thicker date. So, but that is fine. So we're going to stamp that on that little tag and put some string through it and get that stuck on the page, and that's going to go where there's a gap that I couldn't get the photo to go in that star. I never knew. You never knew that it wasn't there. You guys do because you saw it, but you would never know. So last thing I'm going to do is add this little star that I had hanging around, and then I'm going to add some of the gold washi down the rest of the white side of that page, and add some of the black stars from that little thicker set. This is Felicity Jane from a couple years ago, Christmas stuff. But that is all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out everybody else who's playing down below, and I appreciate you all. We'll check you next time. Bye.